A lot of people hate weeds, but I'm actually a pretty huge fan of weeds. Check this area out right here. Last year, I brought you a video about growing raspberries, and look what I did with them. There's weeds everywhere. Weeds are not bad. Just look at all these raspberries we're going to be getting. But I'm getting ready to mow this pathway right here. But this pathway is loaded with a bunch of weeds that people seem to hate. I don't know why. Here's one. We have the common burdock. It is scattered throughout here as far as you can see. I have some really big ones growing inside the raspberry patch. Just look at this guy. That's a pretty big leaf. Look at that guy right there. What's that? The pokeweed. People will take tractors to try to dig up stuff like the burdocks and the pokeweeds, and they'll take them, throw them in black plastic bags, and throw them in the garbage. Are you kidding me? This is seedless biomass from dynamic accumulators. You get a plant like this young pokeweed right here that you're not supposed to touch with your bare hands because it's poisonous. And this guy sends roots down 10 to 15 feet deep, so it can harness all those minerals that all these other plants can't reach and bring it to the surface and store it in these leaves. Same with all the docks here. The docks, we don't like them. They got those burrs on there. They get stuck to your clothes. They pop up in your garden. You can't get rid of them. These guys especially, they're biennials. They only live 2 years. If you don't want these anymore, you pull the flowers off. They can't go to seed. You get no burrs. You got no more docks. But I let them go to seed because I love these things. The fact that it has no seeds makes all these giant leaves here, kind of like grass clippings. You can use it as mulch, or you can put it in your compost. I'm probably going to fill 2 or 3 garbage cans just going through here, chopping some of the docks and pokeweeds out. You know what's really awesome? Comfrey, eat your heart out. This stuff grows back super fast. You can chop this 7, 8, 9 times per year. So when I hear invasive, impossible to get rid of, deep-rooted, it's going to keep coming back, I get really excited because I know this is something I can use for mulch. I can use it in my compost. I have some beds in my garden right now that I'm trying to repair, and I'm not planting them this year. So I'm taking all these docks and these pokeweeds, and I'm going to coat that bed with these. Let's go ahead, grab one of these big guys right here, and take a walk. So let's say you were looking for mulch for your garden. You got grass clippings, wood chips. You can use all kinds of stuff. This guy here, you can just lay down one of these burdock leaves. Look how much space this takes up. You get a bunch of these guys, you can cover this up pretty quick. One of the cool things I found too is the slugs really like the burdock. So when you mulch with burdock, they tend to go towards this to eat it instead of going after your plants. Now it's not 100% effective, but whether you're using straw, grass clippings, this guy right here, the dock, deep-rooted plant, dynamic accumulator, is going to have a lot more nutrients inside it. There's this stigma that if you take weeds and put it into your compost or use them as mulch, they're going to spread to your garden. But that's not true. You got to know your plants. Like certain plants spread by seed, others spread by rhizomes. Some could actually root from the stems. The docks and the pokeweeds, you're good to go. It's literally free biomass that keeps growing. You can't get rid of it. It keeps coming back, and that's a good thing. If you don't want to see it, just chop it down to the ground. And then it'll come back strong, and chop it again, and keep chopping it all year round. Take it, use it as mulch or compost. These weeds you hate are bringing up the good stuff right to the surface so you can take it. Don't bust out the herbicides, cut the leaves, put them to good use in your garden. Thanks for watching.